that when babies are inside their mother's belly, they can feel and hear. And I want you to feel all the love I feel for you. And I want you to know that you're the most important thing in my life.
No matter how much I think it over, you, my mother, Claudia, you all lied to me. Oh, and Genesis did too. Yes, yes, because even the maid working in my house knows more than me about what's happening. Who else lied to me?
So who told you?
Someone who was a victim too. Someone who right now, for being brave, is dead.
All about Camilla.
I swear that I look at you and I try to find an answer in your face because I really can't believe it. I don't understand how you could hide something like this from me, how you could send someone who's innocent to jail. I can't understand it.
Alejandro, I swear that I tried to tell you 1,000 times, 1,000
You tried to tell me, but why didn't you do it? Why didn't you tell me? You walk over here and you tell me. I wasn't that far away, Irene.
It isn't that easy. You don't know how difficult it's all been. You don't know.
What wasn't easy? You're telling me it was easier for you to send an innocent person to jail rather than tell me the truth? You allow me to testify at that trial that I didn't know anything when you knew that Camilla was innocent. I don't understand you, Irene.
Please just let me explain it to you.
What are you going to explain? Of course, I'm sure you have the perfect explanation. Just like Claudia, and I'm sure my mother does, and just like I can too. We all have the perfect explanation. But I'd like to know what Camilla thinks of our explanations. That we sent her to prison when she was innocent, of all what's happened to her. What would she think?
Alejandro, you're absolutely right. I don't have anything else to tell you. You're absolutely right. But I swear I tried.
You tried. Yeah, sure, you tried. I tried. We all tried. But we did nothing, Irene. No one did anything.
I couldn't do anything. Our mother was stuck in the middle.
Yeah, sure. You protected our mother. That's why you did it. For that. Claudia did it because she loved me. And I was an idiot because I believed you. Because I let you lie to me. Because I lied to myself. I lied to myself. I was an idiot. We're all criminals. The same or worse than Eduardo Bonfil. Because we sent her to jail and we did nothing knowing that she was innocent, Irene.
Good morning, Mrs. Claudia.
Good morning.
Where's Alejandro?
He's in Miss Irene's office.
Well, then, when he comes out, tell him I need to speak to him.
Yes.
You know what she needs? Some cold chamomile compresses and a transplant for her soul.
She had a look, as if she were crying, huh?
I swear, no one can get it out of my head that there's something happening between them. You think that Alejandro found out that she's a snake in the grass who was involved with Patrick, and he gave her what she deserved?
I don't think it's that. But I'm sure that there's something going on.
All right, let's recap what's been happening. Alejandro got here, locked himself with his sister, and he had the face of a serious killer.
Serial killer is what you mean.
Oh, honey, it's the same thing. Someone who is serious is a serial killer.
With that logic of yours, who can argue? What I'd like to know is what is it that's really happening?
Oh, me too. Let's see what I can come up with so we can find out.
Alex, please come on, let me talk. Don't make me feel any worse than I already do.
What are you going to tell me, Irene?
Listen, Alex, I tried to tell you by all means, but something always happened to stop me. Mother did too. Mother was to the point of telling you when she had the accident. That's when I couldn't stand it because it had become too much. I went to Lima, I spoke with Camila, I spoke to Soria. If you know all this, it's because I told him.
Okay, but you refused to testify. Why didn't you tell the truth?
That was at the beginning. I couldn't mention our mother, Alejandro. I couldn't expose her so they could accuse her as an accomplice, that she could go to prison. She was in a panic and I couldn't do that to our mother. How could I expose her to a trial?
But do you realize what you're saying? Do you realize? It's more important for you not to expose our mother to a trial than to send an innocent person to prison? Do you realize what you're saying?
You're completely right, Alejandro. I know there's no justification, but don't forget that the person who started all this was Claudia. She was the one who took Alicia to your house.
Yeah, Claudia started all this, but it doesn't justify that you all kept your mouths shut. It doesn't justify it, Irene.
I know, Alejandro, but Claudia threatened Genesis with throwing her out of the house. She manipulated Mother, she poisoned her mind. She told her that Camila was a criminal, that she was a trafficker, and that they were doing you a favor by taking you away from people who wanted to hurt you. And I was very scared, Alejandro. I was scared for our mother.
Our mother. I hear you and I can't believe it. My very own mother lied to me and she hid this from me. She toyed with my life. She lied about my woman, the woman I loved.
Little, my princess.
Tell me,
take it
Juanita, were
easy.
you waiting a long time to see me?
No, my sweetheart, not long at all. But the nurse told me that you went to the doctor, and so then I took the opportunity to go down to the chapel and said a prayer for the soul of poor Arturo. And while I was there, I confessed.
Oh, yes, and I can imagine the long list of sins. Please, come on, Juanita. You don't even have minor sins.
Don't you think that, my princess? Because last night I wished for that Eduardo Bonfil to fall off a cliff and for a very big rock to fall on top of him, just in case he survived.
Oh, Juanita.
Now, my princess, tell me, what did the doctor say about your little lungs? Are you getting better?
Well, it wasn't the doctor for my little lungs. It was the doctor for my little baby.
Oh.
We saw her. Isn't that right, Mother? Yes. Look, Juanita.
Huh?
Here's your granddaughter.
A baby girl?
Yes.
Oh, girl. She's beautiful. Madame, a little girl. How beautiful. And she has a little head and eyes the same color as her beautiful mother. How beautiful.
Oh, Juanita, this is in black and white. What are you looking at?
Oh, my princess, it's just that the eyes of the heart see in color. Tell me, my darling, tell me.
Beautiful.
Are you or are you not going to tell the father? Because he's behaved so well, remember, my princess, when you disappeared, and I think he deserves it. I don't know, but I think you need to tell him, you know? Because when he finds out that it's a little girl, oh, right, madame?
Oh, have to think. Alejandro found out everything. Irene must be giving him all the details. Oh my God.
Hello, Claudia.
What do you want?
What do I want? That you approve this.
I'm not in the mood for this now.
What's the matter? Are you too weighed down with problems?
Leave me alone if you don't mind, please.
Oy, I see the honeymoon's over. Oh, yes.
How do you think I can go on with my life now? How can I continue with this farce? How can I stay married to Claudia now?
Alex, you have every reason to be like this, but I beg you to please calm down.
You want me to calm down? That's what I've been doing this whole time, living calmly like an idiot. What do you want me to do, leave now? Leave this office and come back tomorrow saying, "Hello, sister, how are you doing? Why don't you keep lying to me? Idiot, at your service."
Alex, you're absolutely right, and there's no justification for what we've done. But don't forget, please, that it was Claudia. It was Claudia who caused all of this.
Claudia could have caused all this, but you didn't have the right to keep your mouth shut. To lie to me, to not tell me the truth, to make me look like an idiot. That's what you've done. Do you know how many times Camilla called me? Do you know how many times? Several. To ask me to help her. To tell me that she needed to tell me that she was innocent. And I said no. And why? Because I could never imagine that my dear sister and that my mother and my wife were deceiving me. Were lying to me. That they were defrauding me. That's what you've done. Defrauded me.
Alex, that's enough. Please, stop.
No, not enough. It's over. I swear this time it's over. I won't continue with this life. Everything's over. My job, the hotels, even my marriage, everything's over.
All about Camilla.
So what are you planning to do?
I'm going to get my things. I'm going to Lima. I'm going to defend the woman I love. I'm going to fight against Bonfil. I'm going to ask Camilla to forgive me, and I'll kneel before her if necessary.
I know that now what matters least to you is what I think, but I swear that I think it's great. And most of all, I'm happy, because now you know the truth, because this has been a nightmare, Alejandro. And I'm going to ask you something I know will sound absurd.
What?
Please come with me to the airport to say goodbye to Mother.
Don't ask me to do that, because I'm not going to do it. I don't want to see my mother's face.
I know. How could you want to see her after what you found out? But she's very sick, Alejandro. Please just say goodbye to her, that's all.
No, I won't do it. Tell her I've got a lot of work, that I have a lot to do, but I won't do it. I won't go.
I'm begging you, Alejandro. She's in bad shape. She's sick.
Yeah, well, my father was sick too. And when he died, I started to do a lot of things that would have pleased him. Now I'm determined. I'm completely determined to do what I want to do, and my mother's sick. The same thing's going to happen.
You have every reason. I know this has been very unfair to you. Listen, Alex, when Mother recovers, you can tell her anything you want. You can never speak to her again if you want, but now she needs you to say goodbye.
Juanita, you have a heart made of jelly. If you see a person do something this good, you immediately forget that they did something this bad, and so you forgive them. Not me. I have that man under observation.
But my princess, didn't you just finish telling me that he offered to defend you when you found yourself without a lawyer and without charging you a nickel?
Oh, and because he isn't charging me a nickel, I have to pay by telling him that the baby's his?
But my sweetheart, don't be so tough. Tell me, he doesn't suspect it, that the baby's his?
Yes. Yes, but I haven't told him either yes or no, for the moment at least. Listen, Juanita, the thing is that when he finds out that I'm in prison because of the conspiracy between Alicia and his wife, and with the consent of his mother and his sister, if he demonstrates to me that he has valor and courage and human kindness, well then, he'll be showing me that he can be the protector that my daughter needs. If he doesn't show that to me, then he'll never be her father. Her name's gonna be Virginia. You like it?
Oh, yes, that's a fine name. I like it.
You think right now I feel like taking my mother to the airport? What do I tell her? Mother, you just relax, have a good time, don't worry. Meanwhile, I'm here with my life destroyed, a life you helped destroy.
Alex, I only ask you to remember what happened with our father.
Irene, there isn't a single day that I don't remember what happened with our father. About the argument we had before he died. That I couldn't ask him to forgive me. But I want to forget about that. I swear I want to forget. I don't want to feel guilty about that anymore.
Ready.
Oh, well, Genesis, you might as well call the kids and tell them that we're ready to leave.
I'll go right away.
They told me that they were coming to spend some time with me. I hope they didn't forget.
Oh, Mrs. Elena, but the only one here who forgets everything is you.
I don't know how I could possibly, after finding out what she did, take our mother to the airport and wish her a good trip and that I love her. I don't know. What I really feel like doing is asking her why she did it. Why did you intrude in my life? Why didn't you let me be with the woman I love? Why? That's what I want to ask her.
Hello? Hello, Mother. No, nothing's wrong with me. We're on our way in a little while. Yes, goodbye. Alex, please come on. Say goodbye and don't tell her anything about this. She could get even worse, and this could end in tragedy.
There's a lot that ended in tragedy, but only for Camilla.
Mother? Mother, why don't you come over here and talk with us for a while? Take advantage of talking to me now because soon they'll be taking me back to jail.
Oh, please don't remind me about that. You see how this girl is, Juanita? How stubborn she is? She refuses to tell Alejandro that he's the baby's father.
Well then, Madame, if Camilla says it isn't the right time, then she must have a reason. Because as it says in Ecclesiastes, there's a time for sowing and there's a time for the harvesting.
Well.
And Alejandro has to finish sowing something good so he can harvest it later.
That's my Juanita, huh? Savvy. You're wonderful.
Camilla had the sonogram? What is it? A girl. Perfect. I love little girls.
Alejandro, I've been waiting for you. Where are you going?
I'm going out with Irene. We'll talk later.
I need to talk to you, Alejandro.
I said we'll talk later.
Oh, honey, there's something serious going on.
Very serious.
What are you doing in my office and what do you want?
Nothing. I wanted to talk to you.
You're happy, aren't you? Happy to see my marriage falling apart.
No, Claudia, that doesn't make me feel happy at all. Tell me what happened.
There's no point in fighting over a man.
If you're fighting for the wrong man, you're correct there. I really hate to say I told you so, Claudia, but I warned you many times.
Oh, just shut up, Patrick. If you're gonna give me a sermon, you might as well leave, all right?
No, it wasn't my intention to bother you. I only wanted to help you as a friend. Does Alejandro know?
What?
I'm asking, does Alejandro know about us? Did Elena break down and tell him?
No. Alejandro doesn't know about us. Alejandro found out about something else.
About what? What did he find out?
Hey, did you see how Alejandro treated Claudia? He kicked her out like a dog full of fleas.
And her? I've never seen her like that.
Ah, I wonder what happened. Why didn't I install that security system? By now we'd be watching the video and we'd know it all.
Listen. What if he found out about Patrick and Claudia?
I don't think so. The first thing he would have done is kill Patrick.
Yeah. No, I'm sure that's not it.
How's this? Maybe he didn't kill him because he didn't have a gun. And he went to get one and he'll be back to kill them both.
Oh, what are you saying, dummy? They just got married.
That has nothing to do with it, honey. Jennifer Lopez got married. It lasted 8 months, then she got divorced. She sent her husband to the poor farm. Marriages nowadays don't last long at all.
Oh, Irene, honey, I'm so glad to see you.
Mother.
Alejandro. What's the matter, Alejandro? Alejandro, I know that something's wrong with you, and I won't shut up until you tell me what it is. Please tell me what's wrong.
Nothing. It's nothing.
It's things about the hotel, Mother. Problems at work.
You mean that now when I'm going on my trip, you're having problems at the hotel? But Alejandro, you can tell me about that. Nothing's gonna happen to me. Your father always used to tell me what was happening, and I used to help him, give him ideas.
Mother, I'm begging you to stop asking questions because I'm mad as hell. I'm very mad. You have no idea of how I'm feeling at this moment.
So then what's wrong, Alejandro? Please tell me.
Alejandro, please don't.
No, stop, both of you, because you really have no idea how I feel at this moment. And I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid I can't go with you to the airport.
What did you do to get him so angry?
What I did was terrible, but I swear to you that it was the only way I knew to have him be by my side. The only!
What could be so bad, for God's sake?
Oh, it's serious, very serious, Patrick. Listen. What happened was that, well, when Eduardo and Alicia came here, and I became friends with Alicia, and we got to talking, and, well, she told me that she wanted to be with Eduardo, and I with Alejandro. We both had the same interests. And then she told me that she had a way for Camila to be separated from those two. She knew how to fix it so that Camila would get accused and then go to prison. That's when I agreed to help. And I took her to the house. And that's when she hid the ring in Alejandro's house so the police would accuse Camila. That's what I did. What am I gonna do?
Why do you want to have a daughter?
Because I like little girls, Alicia. I've always dreamt of having a daughter. To take care of her, protect her. To show her to the world, but not to let anyone near her. Except for me, her loving daddy.
Oh, look at you. First of all, you aren't her daddy. And secondly, what are you going to teach your daughter? Not to steal? Not to kill? Not to do what her supposed father does?
Alicia, don't try to play Mother Teresa because it doesn't suit you. That won't matter to her because she'll have everything. To get used to it because that girl's coming to live with us. And then you're going to raise her the way I want. Is that clear?
And why in the hell do you want to have a daughter? So she can polish your shoes? Is that why you want her?
You're starting to piss me off, Alicia.
I'm tired of your obsession. I've had enough.
Shut up.
You don't like it? You don't like it, do you? Well, then imagine how I feel. Living with a man who can't stop thinking of taking another woman to bed. I don't know how much longer I can deal with this situation, you know? I'm fed up.
Go to the airport with Irene and we'll talk later calmly.
But Alejandro, what's the matter?
Mother, I'm begging you, please stop insisting. I'll tell you later. It's a personal problem I have to resolve. Have a nice trip.
Mother, don't worry. I'll take you. And we'll let Alejandro solve his problems.
I'm gonna sleep with this photo, so it'll be the first thing I see when I wake up and the last thing I see when I go to bed. Isn't my Virginia beautiful?
Of course she is, Camilla, but you have to get some sleep. You have to rest.
Oh, Mother, I'm fine. Every day I'm feeling stronger. I'm getting stronger with 2 medicines. My daughter, and knowing that I'll finish with that no-good snake in the grass, Eduardo Bonfil.
You have to get some rest, Camilla. It's not healthy to think of revenge. Not for you or the baby. The doctor said your blood pressure was a little high. That's because of the stress, I'm sure of it. You're always thinking about the same thing.
Oh, Mother, please. I'm not getting stressed, thinking that I can finish that bastard once and for all. No. On the contrary, it's something like, it makes me energetic. It gives me strength. It revives me.
Camilla, don't say that. Pay attention to your mother. Please stop thinking about those things.
Juanita, please. Everything that's happened is because I didn't have money, huh? That idiot, my first boyfriend, left me at the altar of the church, and why? Because he found out that my father was bankrupt. Why does Eduardo make my life hell? Because he has the money to buy judges, witnesses, and policemen. And why did Alejandro abandon me, huh? Because his family convinced him that I stole the ring, and why? Because I don't have a pot to piss in. But as it turns out, now the tide has turned. Now I have more money than Eduardo Bonfil and Alejandro Novoa together. Now they'll see. Now they'll see the real Camila Montes de Alba. They will see.
And to make things worse, I managed to manipulate Elena and Genesis so they kept silent and wouldn't tell Alejandro.
Claudia, listen to me now. I can't believe that you allowed that woman, Alicia, Eduardo Bonfil's secretary, to go inside Alejandro's cabin.
Yes, I did that.
Well, then those two are involved in that stuff about the ring.
No, not both of them. No, just Alicia.
Not just Alicia, both of them.
No, it was just Alicia. Alicia was the one who stole the ring and went to the jeweler and asked him to duplicate it. Then that same jeweler is the one that was murdered.
Hold on, Claudia, wait. That would indicate that those two killed the jeweler, too.
That's what I think, Patrick. I also think that they have something to do with the death of Arturo Soria, Camila's lawyer.
Claudia, things are starting to get more complicated. I didn't think Eduardo Bonfil could be so dangerous, for God's sake.
My God, what a disaster. And Will Alejandro found out about all this because Arturo Soria's assistant gave him all the papers about Camila's trial. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Alejandro won't forgive you for this.
Why not? I did it all for him.
Please, come on, nobody believes that. Don't think we're all stupid, you did it for you. So don't lie to yourself. You wanted to get married? Well, you got what you wanted. Although your marriage isn't gonna last long.
Here's her little arm. Is anything wrong?
No, nothing. We're just making our rounds. So, would you mind leaving the room for a while?
What is it, Mother? You thought I was going to deliver right now? Come on.
No, it's just that...
Come. Let's take a walk out there. Just like the nurse said. Let's go out easy. We'll be back, sweetheart.
Yes.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, sir.
Oh my God, he's going straight to where they are.
Oh my God, he found out. He knows everything. Oh, honey, from this, they won't survive. Did you see if he looked like a serious killer? You know, Patrick, you're quite impressive. Every time you open your mouth, it's to spew nonsense. I have no intention of divorcing Alejandro. Did you hear me?
Anything wrong, Alejandro?
No, you think something's wrong?
No, well, because you have that look on your face, I thought there was something wrong.
Patrick, can I talk to my wife, please? Or have you already told him everything?
My love, please don't say that.
Well, why not? Here, everybody works that way. The only idiot who doesn't know everything is me.
Patrick and I have been talking about work, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this conjugal conversation is quite interesting?
Excuse me, please.
Honey, you don't really think I was discussing this with Patrick, do you?
No, I don't think you're so stupid as to confess to a witness. The only idiot around here is me, isn't it? Don't you worry, I didn't come to insult you. I came to tell you I want a separation.
What?
All about Camila.
No, Alejandro, you can't be talking serious. The thing is that you're going through a bad time right now, that's all.
No, I'm not going through a bad time right now. For the first time in a long time, I'm seeing things clearly. I see you, I see who you are, I see me and who I am, and we can't be together. I'm not going to do this to punish you or to insult you, no. Because here, the only one who's responsible is me.
No, my love, listen. The thing is that you don't understand. We're going through a marital crisis just like everyone else. If we work hard to overcome this, well, our marriage is going to be that much stronger.
What marriage are you talking about? I can't be married to a woman I don't trust. I don't know what you did or what else you're going to do to me. I can't know.
Everything I've done out of love, Alejandro.
What love are you talking about? Don't say that anymore. You can't do evil in the name of love. Between you and people who kill for love, there's no difference.
My love, how can you think to say that to me? All I want is to make you happy,
no, Claudia,
Alejandro.
you can't make me happy. If you're capable of doing to a person what you did to Camila, you can't make me happy. It's impossible.
Madame, but what's the matter with you? You sat there all this time with such a face, and then when the nurses came in, you jumped up out of pure fear.
Oh, Anita, I don't know how to pretend in front of Camilla. The doctor told me that he studied the sonogram and that Camilla has placenta previa.
And is that bad?
It's awful, it's terrible. She could bleed to death.
And is there anything they can do?
Yes, with the rest and medications. But the doctors don't know what will happen to her in childbirth.
Madame, but why?
Because they say that there could be complications. And that the girl and Camilla could die during the delivery.
Madame.
Alejandro, I accept it. I know I did wrong. But I'm not so evil. I don't know what happened to me. I swear I regret it. I swear.
And what are you going to do with that repentance now? Because when one repents, they have to ask to be forgiven. They have to correct their mistakes.
I know. Well, I'm asking you to forgive me. I swear, my love, I swear I won't do
But
it again.
Claudia,
I
you
swear
don't
to
even
you.
realize that it isn't me you have to ask to forgive you, but Camilla.
Well, if you want, I'll go and ask her to forgive me. But let me be very clear, Alejandro, that she isn't the only person who's suffered here. What do you think? That it feels good to live with someone who doesn't love you? Waking up in the morning, knowing that a person didn't want to touch you?
You have a point. You have the right to be loved. We have to get a divorce. We can't stay together.
No, Alejandro, I'm not going to divorce you. Honey, I love you. Please stay with me, please. I would die. I'll die.
Well, Mother, we're all set and ready to go. The luggage is already in the car. Hey, Genesis, what are you doing? Are you crazy? There's no sun on the plane.
Ah, Miss Irene, I have to protect my beauty, just in case they want to hire me to appear on TV.
No, Irene, I can't leave like this without knowing what's going on with Alejandro.
Oh, Mother, leave it alone. He has his problems.
But why didn't he want to tell me anything? I don't know. I feel that it has something to do with me.
Ah, Mrs. Elena, as if you could read somebody's mind.
Oh, that isn't it, Genesis. I've been feeling something, as if he's upset with me, that he doesn't love me, that he's angry with me.
Mother, he isn't angry with you. He has problems, that's all.
I know him, Irene. He's my son.
He's angry at himself, with Claudia, but not with you.
With Claudia, why's that?
Well, because it's normal for couples to have problems once in a while. You know she's impossible, and she has a bad temper, too.
But how can that be? They just got married and haven't even had the church ceremony yet. Oh, no, don't tell me they're gonna get separated.
Mother, please, come on. Don't start inventing things, and let's go or we'll be late. Let's go.
Oh, but this can't be. And to think that they just got married, they should be happy.
My love, please forgive me. I'm begging you. We're going to be very happy if you can forgive
No,
me.
Claudia, no, we can't be happy. You just said it yourself. You just said it. I don't do anything else but think about another woman. That we sleep together like brother and sister. You just said it.
But honey, we can fix that. I'm going to help you get that woman out of your head, sweetheart. We have so many things in common.
We don't have anything in common. When you see white, I see black.
How can you say that, Alejandro? We practically grew up together. Our families have always been friends, my love. We work together. We do everything together. How can it be that you're leaving me for that woman? A woman who lied and cheated on you, and you
Enough,
still think
enough.
that her
Just
child
shut
was
up.
yours?
I don't want to hear anymore. I've had enough of what you said already. Enough.
Everything's because of that damn woman. If you hadn't gone to Lima, you wouldn't have found out anything.
You understand now? Do you realize what you're saying? You've just proved that every time it suits you, you'll lie to me. I don't want to stay married to you, not for one day longer.
Alejandro, you are never divorcing me. Do you understand?